I don't think the answer is more horsepower, because more horsepower is expensive. That's what NASCAR President Steve Phelps said in an interview. Being a NASCAR fan for the last 10 years has been very frustrating. The NASCAR I grew up watching was watching the best drivers in the world battle it out lap after lap on the edge of out of control, being able to manipulate the throttle in ways that their talents can provide them. It is so frustrating seeing NASCAR neuter these engines down and down more and more and more each year. It's frustrating to see all the drivers complain they want more horsepower. If you could just give them speed, it would help so much. It wouldn't solve all of the issues with the current racing package. There is not a one thing fix all, but this can fix majority of the problems. We have such a soft tire that Goodyear brings, and we can't burn the rubber. Why? Because there's no horsepower. When drivers push their foot down on the throttle and you don't spin the tires, it's because there's not enough horsepower. Just look at Christopher Bell trying to run down Kyle Larson at Las Vegas. Imagine Bell being able to send it in the corners to catch Kyle Larson, having to lift off the throttle, right up against the wall possibly, maybe cut it down low, and be able to just lift off the throttle, carry so much more speed in the corner, and throttle up off and having the power to do that. But we can't do that in this car because these cars are so equal because the horsepower is so low. All the cars are way more even now. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but when they're more even, it's harder to pass. Then you get dirty air, and that could be fixed a little bit, at least with the horsepower. It can create more off-throttle time. That is all what we want, is more off-throttle time. And it's frustrating that NASCAR cannot see. It's frustrating that we have gotten to this point, because growing up watching NASCAR, one of the best things, because growing up and watching NASCAR, hearing those engines and hearing the horsepower that those cars can make, especially on restarts, is just chilling. I'm going to show personally some of my favorite clips right here of why I would say we need more horsepower. The racing was phenomenal, and I just hope one day we can get back to that. Please, I beg of you.
Whoa, hang on. Loose. Wow, it is going at it for the race lead. The top two in the championship, clanging off each other. Nobody giving ground.
Corner tight, clear. Clear 1, 2 back to the 18. 2 back 18.
Well, I don't know how he came this hard off of turn 4 after being so loose down in the middle of turn 3.
Johnson clears Kyle Busch to stay in second. Washing out. Here comes Harvick to Larson's inside. And here comes Keselowski to make it a three-way race for the lead. Going to try and split the middle.
That's the only spot open.
3 wide middle. 3.
Wow, what a pass.
Playing defense.
Here he goes. He's there.
They're both there. But Keselowski has the spot on the outside.
Gordon had to check up. He bumped into the back of Matt, and that allowed the 2 to get to the outside. But here comes the 22 on the bottom.
Yeah, Matt Kenseth almost got in too deep. He's going to pay the price.
Whoa, hang on to her, buddy. That 2 car was all over the place.
He almost got turned around as his teammate Logano guns for the lead and takes Gordon with him.
Logano goes to the lead.
Kenseth over there on that quarter panel pulling him back.
This could get dicey. Coming around to the white flag. Kenseth wiggles. Can Kane clear him? He does. Last lap in Atlanta. Keselowski lead the field to the restart. Stewart to the bottom, 3 wide for the race lead.
3 wide. You're bottom, still 3 wide.
Maybe 4 as the 99 comes down the back straightaway here.
Kyle Busch and Keselowski not giving in. Stewart by Busch. Here's Edwards trying to keep pace.
Oh, that's close. that car, and wow.
Stewart by Keselowski to the lead.
That's 4 fresh tires working right there.
Edwards racing the 2 for second and trying to keep up.
Here he comes, outside, outside.
Just like in Atlanta last March. He's not going to be able to do it, I don't think. They're side by side.
Here he comes. Jimmy.
Baby, bring it.
48 car
He did it. 3 in a row. Jimmy Johnson.
by 2/100ths of a second.
Racing with Kyle Busch is Keselowski. That's for 9th place. Casey Kane, Joey Logano right behind them. Just joining us, Kyle Busch trying to come back from a spin out, running second earlier in the race. 3 wide here.
Not where the points leader wants to be.
That's where he's not going to be. He's backed off.
Better not back off too quickly. That 14 car is still trying to charge.
They've been working on this 14 all day long, even to the point that it worked so much they left a wrench in it.
Yeah, he got into him. He's got the lead.
He loosened him up, and now he's going down low. And there goes Joey getting shuffled. The last time Joey led over 100 laps, he ended up losing the race. Could it happen again?
Well, Biffle's got a mirror full of Kyle Busch right now.
And here comes Keselowski. Remember, Dodge hasn't won a race since 2007. The white flag, this time by.
Kyle Busch to the high side here.
Biffle shuts the door on him.
1 lap remaining. 2 miles.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, that 18 is up underneath Greg Biffle at the start-finish line.
It looks like it's going to be a shootout between these two. Down into turn 2. Kyle on the low side. Biffle drifts up high. Here comes Busch. Right behind him, the 22 of Keselowski. He's trying to get in the mix.
Though.
The 22 could have a shot here also. These guys side by side.
Joey Logano trying to get second. Here he goes, down low. Can he hold it? Through the turn 3 area, through 4. Look out, 4 cars going to be dicing for it, heading for the stripe. What a finish. Will it be Biffle? Will it be Busch? Going for the wire. It is going to be a spinning Logano, and the win goes to Busch.
What do you know, boys?
Holy cow, what a
What do
finish.
you know?
My goodness.
Seeing those drivers wield those machines, entering the corners, on exit of corners, sliding around is something that I just wish we had. This next-gen car is a good race car. It's not perfect by any means, but it has a lot of potential, and it's frustrating to see that the potential will probably never be reached because we can't add horsepower. I hope it's something we could definitely add in the future, but until then, please, Steve Phelps, get your head out of your butt, listen to your drivers. They are what make this sport and make it worth watching.